All right, so we're gonna go take the step van to get some fuel today and give it a little test run and walk around type thing. So we'll do more walking around. We'll do the running driving part first. Although this is your one door that you have. And you have a window over here that you can roll up and down. And of course, here's the back. This little skylight is missing its plastic, so that would be something that would have to be replaced. But it's all aluminum, so there's no rust anywhere in the body. You got these shelves here that could come in or out. I'm 6 feet, and I got maybe an inch above. Of course, maybe I shrunk, so I don't know. Maybe I'm 5'11" now, but I'm standing in here. And then there's this door here. Closes very nicely. Okay, so let's go through starting procedures. Registration goes up there. Sometimes we have to go in there and mess with the choke, but I'm just gonna pump it one time to see what happens. Look at that. There's no power steering. Been sitting here and let it warm up for a minute. Being a 1974, you would do with an old car. This is my heat. It's down there. It's got good heat in it. That's the parking brake on. That's off. And we've got new parking brake cables. Zap blinker. Zap blinker. There's the horn. Now we're in some mud here. I'm going to put my seatbelt on. Okay. So I do have a carburetor kit over there. Is that a soda that's half open? Oil pressure's good. Okay. All right, so we've got 258 miles right now. We're gonna get some gas. The gas gauge does not work. Let's drive. Now I'm gonna get out of this mud here very gently. Look at that video slip. While it does not have power steering, it does have power brakes, and they work really well. I've got new rotors on, calipers in the front, new wheel cylinders in the rear, and also hoses. So let's see here. My mirrors. It's going to be tough to do with the phone. I'm going to adjust my mirrors. Okay, now I can see. So we're going to go, and then I'll drive to the gas station. I don't know if I finished my sentence before. The rear power door back here. Carb's fine. You could probably use a rebuild. It's a little rough and idle, but it's never been rebuilt. This thing was sitting for a while. I was surprised it ran as well as it did. Anyway, so let's go to the gas station and then get some gas. gas station. It's empty, so it sits up nicely in the back. This is actually a 1 ton. It's titled for 10,000 pounds. Put some gas in it. There's your gas fill right there. And there's a key that I have to get out of my. Okay, so 30 bucks got me almost 7 gallons of gas. So since we have no gas gauge, I guess that we would, I don't know. There's more gas in there. Go 100 miles and then fill it again. I guess we need to sort of do the top off thing. But anyway, away we go. There's our temperature gauge. It's a little low on water. This vehicle has sat for probably the last 2 months of winter. So this is its first drive, so whoops. Anyway, we'll go take it on the highway and see how it does. Alright, so we're pulling off the highway. I feel like 60 miles an hour is about top cruising speed. I'm sure, you know, if I'm being honest here, the front end needs some kind of, you know, tie rod ends or ball joints. It's not, it doesn't wobble all over the place, but there's more play in here than you want, you know, so it's not expensive, but you know, that's my review of the highway. Does fine going 60 miles an hour. Oh, let's see here. The windshield wipers, the on and off is literally hooking up the orange wire. That's something I might have mentioned. I do have a switch to be installed at some point. Generally I use this for going back and forth to the dump, and you know, on back roads and around town it's fine. To be a real highway vehicle, you'd want to insulate this a little better because it's smart. A little loud, as you can hear while I'm trying to talk. But you know, we're still going. Temperature's good. Oil pressure's good. Just your typical 48-year-old truck. It does ride nicely, like the suspension's nice, it's comfortable. So we'll just do a quick light check here. So both your headlights are on, flashes are working there. Huh. Alright, well, so you're right. Flashy thing isn't working here. My guess is that we've just got a wire that needs reconnected. That's actually a new light. So we hooked it up wrong. Interestingly enough, their license plate light is working. I'm going to put the right blinker on and see what happens. blinker there. What we got over here? No. Alright, so headlights off, right blinker works, so that's something to be noted. I'm sure that's something to do with my wiring of this new light, which is apparently wrong. Okay, so I lied. These are your rear wheel cylinders. I guess I must have taken the wheels off and not seen any evidence of any brake fluid leaking there. So those have not been put on. That's something of note. Here's your back doors, work really nicely. Close that. And then this one here. That closes like that, and then so we can open it, or boom, locked. So that's good. I think we'll unlock it though because we have the key. Okay, and we're back unlocked again. I think that's it. The rear brake stuck on me a couple times. Again, this is a full disclosure video. But, you know, this is a 48-year-old truck. Oh, I know what we didn't do. You'll need to get new flat glass for that. That can actually be cut at any glass shop because it's flat. For the hood, you turn that. You turn this. And you open this up. So I put that motor in. That's not a stock blower motor, but the heat does work. That's your master cylinder. That's replaced, believe it or not, even though it's surface rusty. That's what it looks like. The radiator I got out of a Suburban. It's probably skinnier than it should be. I think there was a double core out of here. I think that's a single core. The battery, it's got a hold down on it. Could be tightened a little bit, but anyway, that's in there. Down in there, there's that section going to the front, the inner fender well. Now the body's aluminum, so I don't know how far forward that went, but you can see there's a little rust on the edge of that one. And this one looks like it goes to there, so maybe it's, you know, but there's a little piece there. Not terrible, and I did sort of fabricate a new heater core at some point. So then you just, this is tricky. You got to lift up on this, and then we got to push back down on that, and we latch our hood. So that's your virtual test drive. 1974. It's a stop and goer. It's on a Chevrolet P30 chassis. Last thing, thought it was last thing. Two things we didn't address was this vehicle has Vermont tags on it. I had originally registered it through Vermont. It's cheaper, but I'm in Maryland, and this does have a clear Maryland title that I just got. Here's your motor. It's a V8. It's got new plugs and cap and wires. Like I said, the carburetor, you know, has never been rebuilt. It's a standard Rochester 4-barrel. It's got well, you can't see it under here, but the choke on the side is the little spring that comes out of the manifold. So there's no electric choke or anything. It's real basic carburetor. And I think that the window goes up and down. It needs a little bit of help going up and down, but it does go up and down. We discussed the windshield wipers. Here's this. Put it to that when the car is running, and your wipers will come on. And that's it.